Hi, I'm Mr. Duzine, one of the guidance counselors here at Dixie Heights High School, and I wanted to take some time to share some information with our seniors, and especially you, the senior parents. As our students get ready to transition outside of Dixie at the end of this year onto whatever plans they might have, we want to make sure they have all the information and are prepared to ask the right questions. We typically do this through our senior interview. This is where our seniors meet with all of the students on our caseload and talk to their students about maybe their post-secondary plans or college or financial aid. And we also sit down with each student and make sure that we review their graduation requirements and make sure they're on track for graduation and let them know exactly what classes still need to be completed in order to complete that diploma. Now, obviously, it takes quite a while for us to get through all of our students, so our goal is to make sure that we've got it completed by the end of October. So if your student says they haven't met with us yet, it is coming, but it does take a little bit of time. But because it takes so much time, we wanted to make sure we got this information to you, the parent, out as soon as possible as you work with your children to make sure that they are prepared and making the right decisions. So this information is exactly what we do share with the students during their senior interview. It's also same information that was presented at the senior parent information session at the open house. So please enjoy this video. If you have questions after it, please make sure you let us know. We make it mostly because I have kids as well, and I know that very little information from them actually makes it home to me, so I usually find out a couple weeks later that something was going on, and so we figured the best way was just to make a video so that you guys have all the information that you guys have so that all of our kids are adequately prepared for that transition to life after their high school years are over. So enjoy the video, and if you have questions, definitely ask and reach out to a counselor.
One of the main components of the senior interview is to make sure that each student is on track for graduation. We'll review graduation requirements and identify missing graduation requirements that a student might still need. We also remind students that they must complete their ILP and pass the state-mandated civics test. A senior interview form will be completed for each student. This form will be mailed home so that parents have a clear understanding of what still needs to be completed. On this form, you'll notice that the counselor will document college and career interests that the student has expressed. Many students are undecided on career interests and just begin in their college searches, which is normal. This step is designed to get students actively thinking and discussing their plans. This portion does not limit their future decisions or lock them into a college choice. It's just designed to get their thoughts on paper. The remainder of the senior interview reviews basic information for those planning to continue their education. We share this information with all students, even those who indicate that they do not plan on continuing their education. As adults, we know that plans often change, and we want to do everything we can to best prepare students for the future. Students are given a senior interview tip sheet as well as the Getting In book. These are easy-use reference materials for navigating the planning process. One important aspect of the college application process is the ACT. By this point, all students have taken the ACT at least once, having taken it here at Dixie last March. Many students have taken it multiple times. If your student plans on taking the ACT again, the national test dates as well as registration deadlines are listed. Students can register for the test at www.actstudent.org. For those that are hoping to improve their ACT score in time for scholarship consideration, the October ACT test date may be your last opportunity, especially if your college has a December 1st deadline. Waiting for later tests may mean that these ACT scores are not factored into award decisions. Please check with individual colleges for specific deadline and procedures. Fee waivers are available in the guidance office for qualified students, so please see your counselor for more information. It is our desire here at Dixie to make sure that all of our students reach benchmark on the ACT. Benchmark refers to the score that colleges use to predict success on freshman-level college courses. Not reaching benchmark could impact college admissions as well as require students to take remedial level courses in college. You'll notice on the senior interview form that a student's score in each area of the ACT is documented to allow you to see if your student has reached benchmark. If your student has taken the ACT multiple times and has still not achieved the benchmark score, they are able to take the Coyote test that will give them the opportunity to test out of remedial level college courses. If you have any questions about the ACT, please contact your student's counselor. One major function of the guidance office is to handle the processing of high school transcripts. Dixie uses the Parchment service to assist with this. All students must use Parchment to request transcripts. This is a free service while students are in high school. They should not be charged a fee prior to graduation. Students can access their Parchment account through Dixie's website. They can click on the blue Request My Transcript button on the home page. If your student has any difficulty logging onto their Parchment account or requesting transcripts, please have them contact Debbie McIntosh, the Guidance Registrar, for assistance. The next topic to touch on is college applications. All college applications are now found online. Each college website typically has a link on their main web page directing new students to apply. Some students may choose to use programs such as Common App, which allows them to use the same application for multiple schools. The important thing to know is the deadline at each college or university. Each school has a unique policy or procedure. Do not assume it is the same for all schools. It's the student's responsibility to get items turned in on time. A common deadline is December 1st, but many prestigious schools may have an earlier deadline. Please make sure to check. If your application requires a counselor form to be completed, please print the form and submit it to your counselor. Parents, now is the time for students to be exploring their college options and beginning the application process. It's important for students to visit the college that they're thinking about attending. Feel is important for a place where they'll spend the next 4 to 5 years. Each senior is permitted 2 excused absences for college visits. Students just need to provide Mrs. Sizemore, the attendance clerk, with verification that they attended a college visit. The affordability of college is an important topic. The Getting In book has a large section dedicated to financial aid. I encourage all students and parents to read it. Most importantly is information on the FAFSA. The FAFSA can be completed beginning October 1st. There is a limited pool of money, so I encourage you to apply early. We'll be hosting a financial aid night where we'll discuss the FAFSA on October 28th. I know this is after the beginning of the FAFSA window, but it is the earliest that we could get it scheduled. I encourage you to begin the process on October 1st. Getting In book also reviews different grants as well as types of loans. This is where I put on my parent hat and encourage you to have an honest conversation with your student about college finances. Discuss what is affordable and what's not affordable. Discuss your contribution, if any, and their expected contribution, if any. Please talk to your student about this topic. This will help establish clear expectations for college searches, as well as allow students to properly plan and prepare. It is not an easy conversation, unless you have a few $100,000 sitting in the bank, but it is a necessary one. We don't want your student to think that they're able to go one place, only to find out at the end of decisions when it's time to pay the bill that it was never really an option. So we appreciate you having that conversation with your students. Scholarships play a large role in the affordability of college. Scholarship information can be found in many places. Each college has a page dedicated to available scholarships. Also, make sure you're aware of scholarship deadlines as well as requirements. Students staying in the state of Kentucky may use their KEYS money. KEYS money is automatically sent to the college or university. There is no additional paperwork that students need to complete to receive their eligible scholarship money. Additional scholarships are posted on Dixie's website. Ms. Lovell will post all scholarships that are reported to Dixie on our site, as well as send the information out on the Remind app. Please check this website regularly to check for changes. It is updated on a constant basis as we receive the information, and scholarships are removed once the deadlines have passed. If a student needs a letter of recommendation from a counselor, they'll need to provide a resume or a brag sheet. The more information that a student provides, the more material a counselor has to work with when writing the letter. If needing a letter of rec, please make the request 2 weeks in advance of the deadline. Due to the amount of letters of a recommendation requests, this will allow adequate time for completion. Dixie does have a college career readiness coordinator to assist students and parents with the process. Feel free to reach out to Ms. Lovell if you have any questions. There's a lot of information sent out during senior year, and it usually has a very short deadline. We try to communicate through a variety of means to make sure we get information to everyone. We use Twitter as well as a Remind app to send information. We've also begun to send emails through Infinite Campus using our Campus Messenger program. Please make sure that your emails are correct and in Infinite Campus to make sure you do not miss out on any information. We have stopped using the Dixie Dialogue, so this is now our main source of communication. Without correct emails in IC, you will not receive the information. Please be aware of a few upcoming events. There will be a college fair here at Dixie during the school day on October 25th, and as previously mentioned, we'll have the financial aid parent presentation on October 28th. We break our counselors down by alphabet, so if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact your student's counselor. We want to make sure your senior year goes smoothly and that they are ready for the next part of their journey after they walk across that stage in June.
Well, hopefully that video was helpful. I know there's a lot of information, so feel free to go back and watch the video again. If you still have questions, don't hesitate to reach out to your child's guidance counselor so that we can make sure all your questions and concerns do get addressed. I would appreciate any feedback you might have about the video. If it was helpful, I'd love to hear that. If it was not helpful and there was other information you would like to hear, please let me know that as well, because we also want to make sure that we are always striving to do a better job. Would like to thank you guys for trusting us to educate your children. It is a joy to have them as colonels here, and we are looking forward to finishing out the year and helping them get ready for that next stage of their life. And as I end all of my videos to your kids, which I do apologize in advance for their poor quality, whether it is visually or it's the singing that has occasionally happened you may have heard of, thank you, and always keep your colonel pride.